Hey, this is Ashley, and welcome back to Beholding Out for a Hero, where the main track is the sidetrack. Wait, nope, that's wrong. Today's Valentine's Day episode is a Monster of the Week episode, going back to our normal one-shot setting of New Chicago. So if you're a fan of Monster of the Week, you're in the right place to listen to some amusing hijinks. If you're not a fan of Monster of the Week, you're still in the right place to listen to some amusing hijinks. This is our 14th episode, which is super cool. Ironic 14 for February 14th, even though we're releasing this on February 8th. We can't have everything. We're still a group of amateur podcasters releasing our episodes into the ether, and we're really glad you stuck around. Please enjoy this episode. One, two, three, clap.
Nice.
I might have jumped the gun
We all here?
a little bit.
I might have been a little bit late.
You know what? The grill can eat you both.
It's fine. Because we can always adjust if it's a little early or late. It's fine.
Editing notes for Elaine.
Yeah.
Let's get room tone real quick.
A moment for the room.
A moment for the room. May it rest in peace. Okay. Hello, and welcome to Beholding Out for a Hero. Usually an actual play D&D podcast. Today, an actual play Monsters of the Week podcast. Today we are going back to the world of New Chicago with our wonderful New Chicago East High Wet Eagle Cheer Squad. If you have not listened to our Halloween and Christmas episodes in which we played with this same group in the same game, I recommend you listen to those, as some things won't make as much sense without it. But for now, we're just going to have everyone introduce themselves and, of course, ask our session question, what is your solitaire game of choice? Solitaire being, like, just, you know, card games that you can play by yourself. For me, I really like Spider Solitaire. I usually play just like on the computer, and I've been I've been playing Spider Solitaire with 4 suits, and it's really hard, but I'm slowly getting better at it.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
Also, I'm John. I'm your keeper. Fuck. God damn it.
Literally laid out the instructions and then did not follow them himself.
There's a lot to remember. Elaine, you go next.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I'm playing Jenny the Monstrous. I also am partial to Spider Solitaire when I solitaire. I don't solitaire too often, I'm going to be honest. Not as much as you guys based off of our last conversation. But yeah, Spider Solitaire. I go basic.
I'll go next, I guess. Hi, I'm Raina. I'm playing Dolly, the big game hunter. And my solitaire game of choice, I flip-flop between classic solitaire and pyramid solitaire. And pyramid is when you add up to 13. And it's shaped like a little pyramid. But it's just, I don't know. I like playing that one with physical cards, though. I'm not sure I like the computer version of it.
Nice. I'll go next. I'm Nico. I'm going to be playing Jimmy. Did we do character introductions? Either way, my solitaire game of choice has to be either Spider Solitaire on baby mode or free cell.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Dorothy Ray, and I pretty much only play normal solitaire, easy mode as hell, because I just want to finish it and then start a new game.
Fair.
Excellent. Can I get everyone's playbooks real quick?
I sent you mine.
I mean, in an audio format for the listeners.
We are an audio podcast.
I also said mine, which was Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, I said mine as well. Monstrous.
Excellent.
I refuse, and I never will.
We all remembered that Dolly does in fact have a last name.
Yes.
It's
In
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis. She's just, maybe I just play compulsive liars, guys.
And her dad is Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Warburton, St. Louis.
You don't need to say your last name. People know it's you just by the aura.
Remember, there's only one Dolly in the whole entire world.
Parton, poser.
I play the Flake.
Funny you bring that up.
Is there going to be Dolly Parton?
John? Dolly Parton is the enemy of the monster of the week. Is she?
You must fight Dolly Parton.
There could only be one.
I think at that point, our podcast ends because Dolly Parton is too popular for that.
Yeah.
Do you think Dolly Parton would sue us if she was the monster?
No, I think she would love it.
Maybe I'll just do spoilers for Christmas episode for the next 10 seconds. Maybe I'll just do it where everyone's aware Dolly Parton. So if you get bit, you turn into Dolly Parton during a full moon.
You know what?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
You know what fits really well? Jolene starts with a J and Dolly starts with a D.
Oh.
Incredible.
Oh.
I mean, maybe we should just extend an invitation to Miss Parton herself
Yeah,
to come join
everyone,
us.
please don't tweet at Dolly. I'm not going to actually even make that joke. Don't tweet at Dolly Parton to have her come on Beholding Out for a Hero.
Wait, if everyone in Dolly's family has a name that starts with a D or J, then it's plausible that Dolly Parton is in fact your mother.
You're Dolly Jr.?
Dolly Senior. Actually, I'm Dolly the Fourth.
Dolly Parton was an ancient ancestor.
The proto-Dolly. All right, let's play the game, because we only have so much time, and we're going to go on so many tangents. Okay. As we glide into our beautiful world of Monster of the Week, I would like to welcome everyone to New Chicago. A fusion of New Orleans and Chicago after the Second World War, New Chicago is a town with a thriving nightlife, bustling trade, and a heaping helping of magic. Vampires, werewolves, fae, witches, and wizards all find a home in the magic-filled city. But beings exist that are perhaps more powerful, more vindictive, and more motivated than any of those magical creatures. And those beings are the New Chicago East High Wet Eagle Cheer Squad.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you got that right.
More specifically, our heroes, Dorothy Ray, Jimmy Newman, Dolly St. Louis, and Jenny, who are all currently in an assembly in the gym.
And Jenny.
I never gave Jenny a last name.
I forgot I had a last name.
I don't have a last name either.
Yeah, you do. You're Dorothy Ray.
Dorothy Ray is my full first name.
Oh, is that right?
I go for whatever doesn't fit on a Scantron.
Plenty. Yeah, I think it's Dorothy Ray Parton, St. Louis. Final answer.
Our heroes are currently in an assembly in the gym, which has been decorated with pink hearts and other Valentine's Day memorabilia. As the crowd murmurs, what are you doing?
So we are still in high school?
Yeah,
Do we ever graduate?
eventually.
No.
This is probably all in a year.
We're like the Scooby-Doo characters. We're going to be teenagers forever.
Stuck in high school perpetually. Oh, that's a nightmare.
Not only what do you do, but what have you been doing? Because it's been some time since your last adventure, and everyone has had some changes, some more than others.
Are you talking about puberty?
Kinda.
I think John's alluding to the improvements that we took.
Yes, everyone has gotten to improvements, because we haven't been keeping track of XP, but I'm going to try and do that from now on. Let's start with
Jimmy?
something more... Oh yeah, Jimmy, go ahead.
Jimmy is not paying attention to whatever is going on in the gym that we're here for. Instead, he has 2 pet snails that he is carrying around, and they're racing snails.
He's racing snails currently.
Yes.
At least they're not racist snails.
They could be. You never know.
That's true. The racing snail scene is very toxic.
And what has Jimmy been doing since our last Christmas adventure?
He's been training these snails for this competition. What competition? It's gonna happen. TBD. But
Note to self, racing snails.
That's under B team's jurisdiction is snail racing.
Cheerleaders for snail racing. All the snails get little jerseys. Little Letterman jackets.
yeah.
That's the varsity team that Jimmy has right there.
Yeah, so he's currently, taking notes on their progress and watching them train.
Oh, speaking of train.
Are there trains going through our school auditorium?
Yes.
That's the C team.
That's the monster of the week, is a train.
Is Thomas the tank engine?
Oh my god.
It sure is. It's that new Thomas the Tank Engine inspired video game on Steam. Not sponsored. Other games are available. Anyway, Dolly, what have you been up to since Christmas?
Well, I've been training A team to be the best of the best because nationals are coming up for hobby horse jousting, and we had to be at our top of the game. And so I've been really paying attention to 3 of the cheerleaders in our troop, Diego, Delilah, and Darcy, and have actually, hello? Did someone fall off the bleachers?
Yeah, that was Danica who got demoted to the B team.
You know what? She should be in charge of snail racing with that attitude. So I have a little entourage now. Diego handles all the muscle. Delilah handles the, accounting and the finances of making all these extra key rings of the master key ring that I got from the janitor last time. And then Darcy is apparently going after world domination, and she has shared her plans with me, but I want in on it, so,
I'm surprised you're going along with someone else's plans of world domination and not your own.
But it's just easier this way because then my family's not dragged into it. So it's just kind of cleaner because my dad told me a long time ago, he said, no more world domination. So here we are. This is the best I can do. What he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Speaking of the janitor from last time, I should make this clear. He did not retire. He, in fact, still works as the security guard and janitor.
Didn't he become principal?
Yes. And then he was actually replaced by Principal Knight, who is one of your dad's old hunting partners.
Principal Day and then now Principal Night.
She's on to you, John.
If this principal dies, it will be Principal Dusk.
I was going to say Principal Dawn.
Can eventually we get Principal Nautical Twilight?
But yeah, anyway, we went Krampus hunting. It was great.
Took out a whole flock of Crampi.
And these new boots are just what I need to prove it, so...
Beautiful Krampus fur boots.
For those Illinois winters.
So Jenny had spent however long it's been since the Christmas episode going around trying new foods, trying to eat some things that probably shouldn't be edible, getting some massages for her stiff muscles, hanging out with Cindy a little bit. And currently, she is sitting there, kind of bored. She's ran out of food, unfortunately, but stuck to her chest, as in literally the pin is stuck into her chest so it stays there because she didn't realize there's a back to it that you could just attach. So she just stuck it right into her skin. is a nice little Chinese New Year's pin.
Oh.
Because it's probably around that time, too.
So, Dorothy Ray, something interesting has happened to you.
Yeah. So Dorothy Ray is sitting on the other side of Jimmy, and every so often, her tongue kind of flicks out as she stares at the snails. You see along her skin, there's just the faintest impression of scales, and she moves with a little more serpentine grace because over the holidays, she found a new contact in her conspiracy theorist network, and it happened to be Jenny's grandfather. Jenny had, of course, warned her away from going to see Gong Gong, but she didn't listen because he said he had a new book that she really needed to see. And out of intense curiosity, kind of got turned into a little bit of a snake person.
Has Dorothy shared this with anybody, or is it trying to keep this
Dolly knows.
like low key, a secret sort of thing?
Dolly
I feel like
always
we know.
knows.
Yeah, Dolly has a snake person hand purse.
Family always knows. Jenny knows because it was her grandfather, and Jimmy knows because he's Jimmy. So,
I mean, Jimmy could also assume this is a fashion choice. He's not going to question you.
Yeah, like the air paint and fishnet trick.
Yeah.
that is exactly what I look like. No, Jimmy's her best friend, so of course she shared her strange new development with him.
Cool. So he's been documenting this in his new series of journals of the unusual.
What are you guys talking about as you wait for this assembly to begin?
Jimmy's telling Dorothy all about the best training schedules for maximizing snail speed. It makes no sense.
Jenny's trying to find another spot to stick another Chinese New Year's pin on her body.
Dolly's gonna help her and just with her big old meat hands just shove it into her chest anyway.
Thanks, Dolly.
Of course.
As you are helping your friend put on some new pins by sticking it violently into her body, someone speaks up from behind you and says, well, the A-team is going to be headed over to Nationals this year for jousting, is that right? And behind you is one of the new cheerleaders who just transferred from out of town but has already risen through the ranks and become captain of B team. And people are saying that she has her eyes on A team. Everyone loves her, everyone thinks she's great. This is Dolly Sue.
Oh,
There can only be one Dolly.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is she from the Mandela catalog or something?
Dolly Sue is a bit on the smaller side. She does a lot of acrobatics and kind of aerial stuff. And she has long blonde hair and bright green eyes.
Oh, it's a doppelganger.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
She does not look like you.
Okay.
Oh.
How have you been feeling about a new Dolly being in town?
Oh, I'm gonna kill her. I mean, that would be rude. I would never do that. Because our family lawyers have told me that I can only keep doing this for so long and I'm on thin enough ice with the local authorities as is. But I am gonna be very on guard around her. As they say in the fencing team, which we all know is C team.
Oh, but I like the fencers.
Hey, C team's great. It's B team we don't like.
Oh no, I don't care about C team. I like the fencers.
Oh. That's fair.
Yeah. Robert, Richard. Wait, I follow it.
Ricky,
Ricky.
Ronald.
Thank you. Rupert.
This is a lot more difficult once you constrain yourself to a letter.
Just furiously writing notes.
I suppose it's a good thing when John's silent, because that means we've thrown him off again.
I am in a constant state of being thrown off. Playing Monster of the Week with you, I have to learn, like, drunken fist style of DMing, where the sway has to be part of it.
But, I did hear that at Nationals, we're actually going to be combining A and C teams. And I'm going to say this loudly enough that this faker behind me hears it. But we're going to be combining A and C teams to create hobby horse jousting fencing nationals.
Wait, C team only gets one sport?
No, they have multiple sports, but we thought roller derby with fencing would just be too much like jousting.
I guess B team will just have a lot more time to practice then.
They need it.
Well, you guys need it, so...
I mean, if we're gonna move up the ranks, yeah. Don't get too comfortable.
Oh, this girl. I'm standing up.
Oh no!
I'm taking out my earrings.
Dorothy is hauling you back down into your seat.
As you stand up, Principal Knight takes the stage. Just like a little microphone stand. She's an older woman with sort of mid-length gray hair. Like I said previously, she was a hunter with your dad, so not only does she know you, but she is aware of the supernatural elements of New Chicago. If you guys have talked, if any like monstrous business goes down, she knows what's going on, and she'll come to you first.
Great.
She sort of taps on the microphone to get everyone's attention. She's pretty stern. People don't hate her as much as they hated Mr. Day, so they're cool about Principal Knight. So they all set up and shut up, and she just has a few quick announcements. She says, "All right, everyone, we want to announce today that we are once again this year doing the Valentine's Day dance. This is sort of Sadie Hawkins inspired, so girls, feel free to ask whoever you like. Boys can ask as well. But it is encouraged that anyone can ask anyone to this dance." There's a round of cheers and applause and groans in equal measure, as everyone is both excited and horribly against the idea of a high school dance.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We also have 2 sports announcements that we want to get through. First of all, our mascot, Willie the Wet Eagle, is back in action.
Wet Willy.
And an eagle mascot costume comes out and gestures wildly and tries to get the crowd pumped. And I doubt anyone is into it.
Woo!
How does Willie look like?
It's pretty good. It's not the worst mascot costume you've seen. It's not uncanny. But in the same way that I feel apathy towards any mascot, truly, with the exception of Grimace. Not Grimace, Gritty. Also Grimace.
Thank you.
Willie is received in a very lukewarm manner. Lastly... Okay. Willie will be attending games and trying to aid in getting school spirit up and running this semester. Not that the cheerleaders have been doing a bad job, just we found old Willie and wanted to get him restored as a little surprise. Because, as you all know, Jeremy Richmond has successfully gotten our hobby horse jousting team into nationals.
Yay!
This gets a big roar of applause. Jeremy Richmond, hunk. Total hunk.
Ooh, bohunk.
Built like a shit brick house and strong as hell. He was made for hobby horse jousting.
How large is his horse?
Normal hobby horse size.
Oh, so it's not actual horse sized.
No, but he's got those thighs to keep the hobby horse in place.
He has powerful
He
thighs.
doesn't have to compensate for it.
As the cheering sort of starts to die down, she says, Jeremy, if there's anything you'd like to say, and Jeremy, who's standing off to the side, comes up to the microphone and says, I just want to thank everyone for being behind me. I want to thank the A-team cheerleaders for having my back while I was, jousted my heart out there.
Woo!
And one more thing, with the Valentine's dance thing coming up, I wanted to ask, Dolly, do you want to go to the dance with me?
I'm just gonna cough up blood in the bleachers. Oh.
Oh, no, sorry, I meant Dolly Sue.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
And Dolly Sue kind of gasps and stands up, and she says, well, I don't know. And then before she can answer, another person stands up from the crowd who you recognize being Jeremy different man. Jordan Ball, who is a cheerleader.
Jeremy Richer.
Yeah, Jeremy even richer stands up. Jordan's on the A-team with you, and he says, Dolly, do you want to go to the dance with me? And as he says that, more people start standing up and asking Dolly Sue to the dance. And she kind of gets overwhelmed, and you see that Principal Knight has to step in and says, okay, everyone calm down. You can ask Dolly to the dance on your own time.
What was the name of the guy who on the A-team asked Dolly to the dance?
Jordan.
Okay, he's not going to be on the A-team any longer.
Yeah, he's off the team. You want to kiss up so bad you can be on B team.
And Dolly kind of speaks over Principal Knight and says, look, I appreciate everyone asking me. Just give me time and I'll make a decision, okay?
Jesus.
I'm just gonna grab onto Jenny and start squeezing her arm and going, I hate her. I detest her.
Jimmy's gonna stand up and say, can we call Dolly Sue Dollies for short now for, less confusion's sake?
Call her what? Because you broke up.
What?
Call her Dollies.
Dollies. How about we just call her Fakesies? No? Okay. Just
I like how you didn't give anybody else a chance to respond. You're just like, no, okay.
just throwing it out there. Because there can only be one Dolly.
But yeah, Jenny will allow Dolly to squeeze her arm because she doesn't really feel the pain. And it's just like, do you want me to bite her?
Yes.
Okay. And then Jenny's gonna stand up and walk over to Dolly Sue.
Not now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do it later. And then she'll sit back down.
What sort of atrocities and war crimes will Dolly commit on this episode?
Which one?
Both of them.
We're gonna need a war crimes counter.
Principal Knight is eventually able to calm the masses, gets through a few other sort of uninteresting points of who's going to be working the Valentine's dance, talking about getting parents to be chaperones, and all those sort of things. Afterwards, you are released and return to your classes. How does the rest of the day go for you?
In a blur of rage.
During lunch, Jenny's gonna go find Cindy Lou and give her a bit that bar and ask her to the dance.
Oh.
You son of a bitch, you ruined one of my plot points.
Adapt.
She beat you to it.
She absolutely accepts, yeah.
Oh.
I'd love to go to... I was gonna ask you.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Oh no, we can retcon it. I can take it back if you want that, John.
It will... It will only make sense if we also edit this out, which is just not gonna happen.
Not anymore, it isn't.
No, I'm editing it. I can edit it out. It's fine. Just take the whole chunk out.
No, I'm already putting it on Instagram.
Dang it. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Well, I just ruined it. Sorry, John.
I guess you're just gonna have to come up with another girl to ask Jenny to the dance.
No, it's totally fine. Like I said, I gotta roll with the punches, man.
Oh my god, I almost called her Jelly.
New A team member.
Jelly.
That's what everyone calls Katie, because her name doesn't fit the scheme.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you're constantly on the lookout, Dorothy Ray, tell me who's one of the more popular people in your class, in one of your classes?
Oh, I was gonna ask out Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah, of course Jimmy's gonna say yes if you ask him.
She doesn't want to go with someone new. She just wants her Jimmy.
That's not why I was asking.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're all just thinking about the dance.
Not me.
Has there been a Jamie yet?
There is not.
Okay, there's a Jamie now. I don't know how C Team was the only one who got away with having our names.
That's where they all went.
No, that was the fencing squad, not the C team, right?
No, well, I feel like the C Team is also like Rebecca, Rachel.
I'm figuring out the other sports right now, so
Renee.
just give me a few minutes.
What sport you play when you join this school is purely determined by your name. You better be good at it.
This is maybe the weirdest caste system I've ever heard of.
Wait, what are the names of people in B Team other than Dolly Sue?
Yeah, because she's a faker, so maybe it should be like M's.
Why M's?
Because I was just trying to think of like, oh, there's plenty of names with M that start with M,
Oh,
just
that's
to make
fair.
it easier for ourselves.
That's fair.
Well,
So
you don't wanna start
Dorothy-
names with B.
As you are just moving through your life, you are a very observant person. You notice Jamie, who is very popular, she seems to be canoodling, for lack of a better word, with Matthew Dotson, one of the really weird kids in your school. And
On B team?
he's not on B team. He's not on any team. He's like chess club nerd weirdo.
Oh, Z team.
Z team. Yes, exactly. And you see that they seem to be together and are planning to go to the dance together, which is strange given the unwavering caste system of East High.
You keep saying this word drink.
Never drink. Rule 1.
Shit.
Oh no.
Don't die.
This episode has been released in honor of Ashley, who unfortunately has passed.
I'm drinking lemonade. I'm fine.
A moment for the room and also Ashley.
I'm offended. Okay, I'm fine. You can end your moment now.
No longer.
Do you want to have a scene where you ask Jimmy to the dance, or do you want it to just be sort of an implied...
Oh, no, there's definitely, like... I think I'm still dying. No, Dorothy Ray is going to, like, during one of the breaks, be like, be right back! And she's gonna, like, jog out to, like, the outside of the school where there's some rose bushes. And she's just gonna, like, pull off, like, 4 roses. And she's very gently, like, dripping blood from her hands because there's thorns and she hasn't noticed. And she's going to come back with like a handful of roses and be like, Jimmy, you're my best friend. Will you go to the dance with me?
Oh, sure, of course, Dorothy. I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but sounds like fun if it's with you.
Perfect.
Oh my god, your hands.
Oh, it doesn't hurt. It's fine. I'm gonna like scale over there or something. I don't know. It's pretty like dependent on where I get hurt at any given time.
Huh. That's a note to make. And he's writing this down in his notebook.
Oh, man.
Dolly, is there anyone that you're hoping to ask to the dance, or you're hoping will ask you to the dance?
Well, truth be told, you know, the only lust I feel is bloodlust, so...
So you're also gonna ask Dolly Suit to the dance?
Oh my
Just
god.
to cause problems. But I hope someone asks me because my feelings are hurt after everyone said, like, I'll ask Dolly, Sue, and not me. And it's like, you know, it's fine, but my feelings are hurt. I mean, even Z-Team! God, someone got asked out.
I think that confusion is pretty reasonable, because up until recently, you've kind of been top dog, or top eagle, I guess, as the case may be.
Top Dolly.
Top Dolly.
Top Dolly.
There it is.
Top dollar. But I mean, you know, it only makes sense that, like, because to be devil's advocate, you know, like, maybe some people are intimidated by, like, me being the captain of the hobby horse jousting, ice hockey, and roller derby team. Whereas people might be more, like, accommodating to, you know, say, the captain of C Team, which is fencing, scuba diving, treasure hunting, and bobsleighing.
Bobsledding?
How do you competitively scuba dive?
I'm wondering, though, because of the school's budget, is, like, if it's all, like, fake, and it's, like, there's, like, a 2-foot deep kiddie pool. And everyone's, like, blindfolded.
It's just bobbing for apples, but you're wearing scuba gear.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense that the captain of the snail racing team is being asked out so much. It just doesn't make any sense.
Jimmy's there, wherever this is happening, trying to console Dolly, and...
She's just drawing the caste system in a notebook.
And he's like, yeah, you know, it was a little weird how, you know, one after another, they were all just asking for her, because, I mean, before today, I didn't even know she existed. It just feels a little weird, you know? Like, it smells of a cult.
It either smells of a cult or smells of something, but either way, she's just... I mean, all I can smell is her cheap perfume, so it's not even good.
I would like to frame this conversation in it's during lunch.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's a love potion. It is Valentine's Day, almost.
She's poisoning the water supply.
That's not what I really meant, but sure.
I thought she was a siren. But then I realized she was talentless, so that couldn't be right either.
Jenny will now join, real smiley.
Did you do it, Jenny?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
What'd you do? What'd you do? Did you bite her?
Oh, I forgot. I can go do that too. Do you want me to go do that now?
No, it's okay. Why are you smiley?
Oh, I just asked Cindy Lou to the dance.
Well, what'd she say?
Yeah.
I mean, would she be smiling if Cindy Lou said no?
That's fair enough.
I couldn't help but overhear when I was coming over. You know, Gong Gong had a book about hypnosis that went missing. I thought Dorothy took it, and I thought that was okay because it was Dorothy. But I don't know, do you have it, Dorothy, or do you think Imposter Dolly took it?
Oh, no, it's, That's a good question. Oh, wait. And she opens her backpack and, like my suitcase coming back from Portland, pulls out 7 different books, and one of them is on hypnoticism, one of them is on dowsing, one of them is on turtle shell, what is it? Turtle shell divination, and there's like a few more books.
Can I roll to see if one of those is my grandpa's book?
Well, one of them was already on hypnoticism. Where else am I going to get another hypnoticism book?
There you go. Yes, one of them is.
Okay, then I guess it wasn't her.
Bold of you to assume a lot of people have hypnoticism books.
Can't we just, like, plant it on her and accuse her of the crime so she can be expelled? Is that something we can do? Am I allowed to do that? Maybe I should go talk to the principal about getting her expelled on a family favor. You know what? Stay right here. I'm gonna go.
I'm not sure there is a monster in this episode.
The monster is man.
It's me. I'm the monster.
The monster is Raina.
The cafeteria has also been decorated in a vaguely Valentine's Day themed way. It's not as elaborate as the holiday time was, but there's just some hearts and things around. Additionally, Willie the Wet Eagle is present and just sort of messing with people. You know, he'll like take something from your plate and then give it back, or like mess up your hair or something like that. In this festive time, Dolly, as you prepare to go get someone expelled from school for being too popular, you see Jordan Ball get up on one of the tables. He wasn't currently sitting with you because obviously you're angry with him.
Yeah, he's been demoted.
But he...
Out of the cast.
He stands up on one of the tables and he does, "Give me a D, give me an O, give me an L, give me an L, give me a Y. What does that spell? Dolly!" And then you see he attempts to do a backflip off of the table.
Oh no.
But is not successful and loses his footing on the slippery surface and crashes to the ground. He does not... No. He falls on his back with a sickening crunch. For a moment, everyone goes silent, trying to figure out what happened, and then he lets out a pained grunt. And you see someone yells, "Get the nurse!" And people from the B team, mostly, because that's his crew now, rush to his side. And you see Dolly Sue just freaking out and covering her mouth at someone getting injured, supposedly trying to impress her.
Oh, he would have been off the team with that if he wasn't already kicked out.
Yeah, you know what? We didn't lose anything. It's okay.
Oh my god, we're monsters. It's us.
Can I make a Wet Eagle tradition up on the spot?
Yeah, of course you can.
I want to say that one of the things, as is tradition in our school, is whenever the mascot is within a couple of feet of you, because, you know, the mascot is a wet eagle, you have to toss some water onto the
That's why it's been out of commission. It got really moldy.
Yeah.
Yes, you may. Whenever the hobby horse jousting team scores a point, they pour water on the wet eagle. That's how it got its name.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. You know what? Just as a show of good cast leader behavior, I'm going to run over and check on Jordan, since he is a former member of the A team.
As you do that, please roll plus sharp.
Ooh.
I don't trust Dolly's, so I'm going to be watching her very closely while everyone
Yeah, you know
else
what?
is
For all we know, she told him to jump, and he did, so... Okay.
For a moment, I thought you meant dollies as in dolly plural. Anyone named Dolly, I do not trust.
I mean...
Seems like a good rule of thumb for this school.
That's an 8.
On an 8, you can go ahead and ask me one question from the Investigate a Mystery list. Preferably one that would make sense in this moment.
I'm gonna ask what is being concealed here.
As you look over the your injured former friend, Jordan Ball,
Former.
you notice there's sort of a glamour about him. Not in the sense that he's glamorous, but
Never has been.
you have experience with sort of magics and stuff since you often hunt Krampuses and such. You can tell from the effects of what's going on here, you can see that in his eyes, you can see almost a pink, glittery sparkle. He has sort of a strange aura to him. You think that he's under some kind of magical effect, a spell or a hex or a charm or something like that.
Okay.
Obviously, because there's no way a B team member would be that popular without it.
Yeah, it's like, I could have told you that. Just to, like, make sure, I'm gonna open up his eyes, like, really wide, as if I'm checking for a concussion. I wouldn't have any knowledge of, like, how to break this magic, would I?
I thought you were gonna say his back.
I'm gonna put him out of his misery.
I would just like to, uwu, break his spine.
Put him down like a racehorse. I would say until you know what the cause of this magic is, you wouldn't know how to break it.
That's fair enough, yeah.
But you would know that this is some kind of charm spell, and that seems to be at least part of why he's so infatuated with Dolly.
Well,
Do I notice anything watching Dolly S?
She seems distraught. She seems like she is not happy that this man is injured.
Is it genuine?
Let's see, is there a roll that would make sense for you figuring that out, or do I just tell you?
Insight.
insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if Jenny could have been looking around the rest of the cafeteria to see if there's anybody who looks a little sussy.
Yeah, roll plus sharp.
I guess you could say Among Us.
Can I also look around at people? I want to see, if anyone's like absolutely delighted that this has happened.
You, from a cursory glance, I'll just tell you this without having to... Actually, yeah, go ahead and roll to read a bad situation. You read a bad situation, and then Jenny, give me investigate a mystery.
I got a big fat too.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. I added things wrong, John. It's too late. It's okay. Never mind.
What was your total?
It was a 10, because I forgot you add the number to the 2d6.
You can ask me another question, and we can go from that.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, you get to ask me one of the read a bad situation questions. In this case, I think it would probably be, since considering what you're asking, it would probably be, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like anyone has any overtly positive reaction to this, but it does seem like some people find it a little funny that this guy fell over, because it's like, haha, someone got injured who isn't me, a little bit of schadenfreude.
God, high schoolers suck.
You do notice that Willie the Wet Eagle is also clearly entertained by this turn of events.
Huh.
That the big bad.
Do we know who plays Willie?
It depends.
The bottom of the cast system.
It's people from the school will play it, or staff will play it. It kind of depends on the event. Sometimes cheerleaders will even be William.
William.
What, William?
Everyone, please tweet at us with hashtag #WetWilliam.
Well, right now our Twitter is kind of unmanned, so, it
Don't
goes
tweet
into
at us.
another-
Tweet at Dolly Parton with the hashtag #WetWilliam. Don't do that. Please don't do that, even as a joke. With a 2, I will say that you currently do not notice anything.
I think Jenny's too busy finally stuffing her face.
You are finally able to eat. So you are focused on eating at this exact moment.
What are you eating?
It's lunchtime.
Yeah, but, you know.
Cafeteria
Again.
food. We're in the cafeteria, yeah?
I thought you were, like, eating someone else's lunch or something. Or, you know, someone.
Yeah, while everyone's watching.
Yeah, I could be just eating somebody's lunch as well.
Jenny's just vacuuming all the abandoned lunches.
And then I think Raina got another question, right?
Yes, go ahead and ask me another question.
I was going to ask, what sort of creature is it?
Yeah, as you are examining this injury, Jordan is probably being helped to the nurse's office, and so you could just go with them and keep track of him since technically you're like a club member with him.
Former
Yeah,
club
well,
member.
you know, he got demoted, but it's not official yet. You kind of check, and you find on his back what appears to be like a claw mark.
Ooh.
Claw marks.
It's clearly healed, but it seems like some sort of almost a talon that clawed this guy's back, and it seems like a pretty subtle wound.
Just a single?
It's like 3 little claws.
Okay.
Like an eagle's claw?
It's sort of eagle-like. And with your knowledge of creatures, I will say that you can deduce it is likely that this wound is what helped to induce the charm.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Wet William.
Okay, I'm gonna, once I notice that, I'm gonna kind of, like, back off and go, okay, well, I'll just leave it to you guys then. I don't have any jurisdiction over former club members, so see you later. And I'm gonna head back to the cafeteria and, share my findings, which is something's up, I don't like it, and I'm 100% blaming Dolly Sue because I don't like her.
Can I go up to one of the other guys that has been like, Dolly Sue, go to the dance with me?
Absolutely, yeah. Who do you want to go up to?
Fuck, I don't remember their names.
Oh,
I'm gonna follow Dorothy.
there was, the R name. Or there was the jousting champion.
Jeremy Richmond?
Jeremy!
Yeah.
Can I go up to Jeremy and be like, Jeremy, the cheerleaders need your input on something, and try to see if his eyes also have some sort of sparkle in them?
Yeah, what's up? Since you know what you're looking for,
God.
you can tell, yeah, this guy has some kind of sparkle to him.
We wanted to do some sort of like pirouetting, somersaulting, throwing thing, like over the jousters as they came out of their tunnel, because like that's the most ambitious we can be, right? Can you like stand up and face away from me just so I can judge how high we need to throw each other?
I think that would be kind of dangerous, because, like, I don't think this was his voice before, but it is now.
It's the effects of the charm.
Just because, like, I'd have that heavy jousting stick, and I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt.
That's why we're practicing it, without...
Whoa, Jimmy, when do you get here?
No, I said I was... I don't know if that picked up on Discord, but I said I was gonna follow Dorothy.
Well, I guess it does make sense. You're like her shadow, so, yeah.
Well, he's also my date to the dance.
Oh, dude, congrats.
Thanks. I'm excited about it. But yeah, Dorothy was saying, we are professionals, we know what we're doing, but that's why we were asking you now, before you have all your jousting gear, just to see if it's even possible.
Jimmy, give me manipulate someone.
Fuck.
It's a roll plus charm for me.
I was gonna try to assist.
Can I assist?
Dorothy, if you want to do it instead, you can.
No, I don't want to do it. Wait,
No,
what's your plus
because
charm?
I can help out. You get a +2 if I help you out.
But I already have a -1.
Oh.
What's your charm?
A 2.
You roll.
I guess I'll roll.
Okay, so you roll plus charm, and then Dorothy roll plus cool.
Oh god, that's also a -1.
Ooh, so it's the 2d6 and then plus whatever my charm is, right?
Mhm.
That's 12.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice.
I forgot we were supposed to roll 2d6 and I've only been rolling 1.
No!
Hey, I got a 7 the last time anyways. It was fine. Gonna casually pull out another die.
It's much better than the 2 I rolled on 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, yikes.
That's an 8 -1, so that's still a 7.
Notably, Dorothy, I think you also would have taken another -1 because of Inhuman. So, you are fine. You succeed in manipulating this man, and he says, "Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Jimmy, I know you're a really reasonable guy. Dorothy, you're really, like, you guys always have a really level head and don't do anything weird. So yeah, I can do that."
Yeah. Just, turn around.
He turns around.
And do we see claw marks on him?
He's wearing a shirt.
Oh.
Did you forget about shirts?
Yeah, I was wondering what the approach was.
I mean, how did Dolly see it then?
Yeah. Was the other guy shirtless?
They had to check his back in case he's like bruised and battered there.
Spinal injuries.
Oh, okay. That's how she saw it. Got it.
Mm.
She has X-ray vision also.
Yes, it's true.
I'd like to pull out my garrote. Just kidding.
See, I was taking a sip that time.
I mean, I guess you could always, pretend to do it and be like, oops, and then, pull his shirt up.
Oops, I accidentally strangled you. Oopsie doopsie.
Jimmy's gonna look to Dorothy.
Dorothy's gonna shrug. I don't know what to do. She, I guess. Oh, God damn. So she, makes a move as if she's going to pretend to, somersault over him.
What?
But accidentally, quote unquote, kind of just, topple onto him lightly.
I'm gonna try to assist Dorothy and
Give me a roll plus cool.
I don't have cool. I'm not cool. Have you seen me?
you get a +2 since I'm helping you out.
That is a 9.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay. Is that with the help out?
Yes.
Mhm.
Jimmy, give me a roll plus cool as well, because you have to roll to help out, I think.
Okay. That's also a 9.
What'd you get on die?
8.
So you could give, because of your ability, I can make you look good. You could make it so that Dorothy's original die roll was an 8. I don't know if that would change anything. Ashley, what did you roll on your dice?
8.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
We're just 2 in sync.
With a mixed success, I'm gonna say, yeah, you topple onto him, and he's probably like, "Oh, what the hell?" And you fall to the ground. Jesus, what do I do with that? You fall over this guy, and I think probably it doesn't go quite the way you want it to, so I'm going to say that you're going to take 1 harm, which is just sort of taking a sprain, like nothing, something that will heal.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh my god, ow. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck.
Well, I guess it really was a bad idea.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You fell right on my chiseled abs.
That's what the 1 harm came
My
from.
rock hard muscles.
As I stand up, I'm kind of gonna step on his shirt.
You kind of pull against his shirt as you get up, and you do see an injury, but it doesn't appear to be a claw mark.
Okay, I pretend to help him up and stop touching him as soon as humanly possible. And just go, well, I guess we'll really have to work on that, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think I, started us off badly. Maybe I gotta, like, toss you more higher? I don't
Higher.
know. We'll work on that with the mats this time.
All right, well, thanks, Jason, Jeffrey.
Nope. Almost there. You almost got
Jeremy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, thanks, Jer. Okay, have a good lunch.
Yeah, for sure.
And Jimmy's gonna help Dorothy hobble back to our table.
What are you guys trying to do?
Did I see any of that?
Oh, yeah.
No claw marks.
Oh, are you trying to see under his shirt?
Yeah, that was useless. I should have just told him to strip. He'd probably do that a lot faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys like to just take their shirt off sometimes.
Yeah, all you had to do is talk about his, like, ripped shoulder blades or something.
No, we could have just told him that we didn't believe that he had abs.
Oh, I was thinking we just had to go like, isn't it, kind of hot in here? And then...
But okay, so he had an injury. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had like a something.
Dolly said that the injury on the other guy was a talon mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Willie still in the cafeteria?
He is.
I'm gonna walk over to Willie.
There's constantly caution, wet floor signs whenever the mascot is out.
I know. I don't want to know what Willie sounds like when he walks around.
Willie turns to face you
Sploosh, sploosh.
Hey,
with the big exaggerated, like, jazz hands, except it's wings.
which one of you guys is in the costume this time?
Willie shrugs.
I'm gonna try to take the mask off.
It tries to hold the mask on, and you struggle against it. I feel like this is technically like an act under pressure, but I want you to roll plus tough, because I feel like this is you trying to force this off.
Okay, plus tough.
Yes.
I got a 9.
I think you're able to, like, pull it off for a second, and then they sort of pull the head back down, and you see a very young-looking face underneath the helmet, like a almost a baby face.
Is it Soda Pop?
Oh.
It's not Soda Pop.
Oh!
Was it a face I recognize?
It is not a face you recognize.
Listen, we need to know, because we need to coordinate with whoever's gonna be at the Hobby Horse Jousting National Tournament. And if it's gonna be you, we need to know who you are and see if you can do the tricks with us.
The name's Gerber.
Burger baby.
I got hired on to do mascot stuff.
Are you the one who's gonna be at Nationals with us?
Probably.
Okay. And I'll start, like, spewing off our practice schedule and, like, when we expect him to show up and, like, blah, 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 blah. Got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I join Jenny?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like, saunter up, doing cheer captain stuff, blah, 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 logistics, whatever. I'll have Delilah behind me talking about cheer team finances and, upgrades for our hobby horses and things like that. But I'm gonna just inspect how many talons, if any, Willie has.
Willie has, like, big ol' mascot feet, and they're meant to look like talons, and they have kind of three long, like, talons, but they're over these, like, big, sort of fluffy feet.
And then I just need to know this for staffing reasons. How often do you like, for how long do you wear the costume? Do you have to take mandated lunch breaks? You know, is it like sort of that, you know, you work like just under 6 hours situation so we don't have to give you a state mandated break? Or what is the, like, how long have you been wearing this so far?
Are there labor laws in the fake 80s?
There are now.
That's the mafia we're under, is OSHA.
I work with a few other guys, so we kind of take shifts and yeah, we take shifts.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What was the ow?
Oh my god, it's like 5 babies in a fucking eagle costume.
I missed that because my mom walked in. Can you repeat that for me, please?
Oh yeah, I work with like 2 other guys, and we take shifts, and it's like, yeah, the just under 6 hours for the labor law thing.
What was the ow though?
Oh, I just, you know.
What is it? Because I need to know in case you sue us for workplace injury.
Oh, I had to sign a myriad of release forms.
Listen,
Wait,
here, show us what hurt you, because if the costume's defective, we have to get it fixed before the nationals.
Oh, it's just like a spare thread. You don't gotta worry about it. Look, I really shouldn't be talking.
is it a spring trap? Looks at John and Millennial.
Ah, how do you do, fellow Five Nights at Frederick's fan?
I insist.
No, it's fine. I'll take care of it.
We will report it to the principal if you don't show us now.
Look, it's part of my contract that I have to like stay in the suit and not show anyone the suit. So it's, you know.
Okay, would you rather be reported to the principal and potentially lose your job?
Yeah, go for it.
Is the beak open or is it shut?
It's open, but like it's just black in there. You can't like see a face or anything.
Is it hollow?
Yes.
Dolly's gonna just, oh, well, you know what? Let me just like double check something really quick. And she's gonna pry open the jaws and stick her head in. How many people are in this suit?
Are you trying to get your face into the interiors of the suit here?
Yes.
I mean, the jaws, they're like permanently open. It's just like it's always squawking. And so it has like the mesh.
Yeah, are you gonna like break open the...
Yeah, I'm strong.
You gonna break it open?
Don't we already know
Jesus.
the principal, though? Can't we just, like, go talk to the principal?
No, we have to harass every possible NPC to make them hate us.
I mean, you know, this is just the...
That's the voice of a traumatized DM right there. Right?
I mean, you know what, here, I won't antagonize them. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Let me just squeeze in really quick. I just want to see something really quick.
They sort of push you and say, please, listen, I need my personal space. I have issues.
Just in general.
I'm sorry, you have issues?
With personal space, specifically. That's part of the cool, like, thing about being a mascot, is I can put on the mask and no one knows who it is, but, like, you're interacting with me directly as a person, and that makes me weirdly uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just enjoy spreading mischief and joy and love.
Do you not like having autonomy and free will?
What? No, autonomy is fine. You know, I have free will within my contract.
Jenny's gotten bored and walked away.
What if this is a red herring?
So, anyway, I hope you have a good day. Remember to take your 15, okay? Alright, okay, bye-bye.
High schoolers are terrifying.
As a wise man once said, teenagers scared the living shit out of me.
Ain't that the truth?
Meanwhile, back at the lunch table, Dorothy, or Jimmy turns to Dorothy, and when Jenny joins them again, Jimmy asks, so did you, who were you supposed to bite again?
Dolly Sue, do you want to go do that now?
Do you think we have time for that before class?
Yeah.
God?
I mean, biting is really quick. You just go, right?
But you gotta, like...
You gotta find her first, you know?
Well, she was right over there.
Dolly has absconded to the restroom.
Oh. She's gone.
I mean, that's better. Because it's... okay, come on!
Field trip.
And Dorothy Ray grabs Jenny and is like, we'll see you later, Jimmy.
Okay, I'll catch up with you guys at some point, I guess.
Give her a swirly for me.
You're talking to a bird.
Yeah.
I thought we were together.
Jenny left first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As you two leave, you bump into Cindy Lou, who is just coming back from outside.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
We gotta go, but I'll see you later, okay?
Oh, they're so cute.
Sure, all right.
Wow, so romantic.
I don't know. We're on a mission.
Yeah, if you want to, I guess. And you continue on your way to...
Was Cindy just, like, sassy? Did I hear that right?
I'm shrugging, but this is an audio podcast, so shrug. You make your way to the restroom where Dolly is currently washing her hands. It seems like she's alone without any of her groupies at the moment.
Hey, Dolly. Nope, that was it. That's all I was gonna say, and then I was gonna slip into, like, a toilet cubicle and leave you two alone.
So, I'm going to... First, can I, like, see if I can suss anything out? Like, is she... Does my, my monstrous anything ping any non-humanish off of her?
I guess roll plus sharp?
Dang it, I am not sharp.
We're all just playing into our strengths this game.
I got a 9?
Okay, so you can ask me one question from Investigate a Mystery, or I guess Read a Bad Situation could also be applicable. You could just ask what sort of creature is it, I guess.
Yeah, what sort of creature is it?
You can pick up that Dolly Sue is a human being.
Oh.
Wow, some of us have transcended past that.
Well, I guess that doesn't matter too much to Jenny, because she was just told by her captain to bite her anyways, so...
She ain't gonna be human much longer.
I'm just gonna bite her!
Okay, roll plus stuff.
Our favorite thing in the series of one-shots is collateral damage.
You know, it gives me an excuse to be able to hunt her down later.
You're not gonna believe it, that's another 9.
Oh.
Okay.
This time it was a 7, but I got a +2, so 9.
So how much damage does that deal?
+1?
Are we gonna start off murdering someone?
Oh, this turns into, we're escaping from the police.
It's +1 to whatever base is.
Okay, so it's 4. 4 damage. So that's a very horrible bite. Where do you bite, Dolly Sue?
I was just gonna bite her on the arm.
Okay, yeah, you just walk up to her while she's washing her hands, and she says, "Hey, how's it?" And boom, you with just a huge, your jaw unhinges, and you bite down onto her arm, and just, I don't know, pull a chunk of her skin off, and she shrieks and faints.
I stick my head out of the toilet. Bathroom? Toilet stall? Bathroom
That's
stall?
out of the toilet.
I got bored waiting. Out of the bathroom stall and go, well, hurry up. Like, swallow and wash your face. And then yell for help or something.
Okay. And then...
As you are turning to do that, people begin rushing into the bathroom. And they see you with your face covered in blood, and they see someone passed out on the floor with a chunk taken out of them, and 1 + 1 = 2.
It's fine.
What are you gonna do? You do see among this crowd Cindy Lou.
No!
I'm gonna tell the group a story of an invader that just came in and attacked Dolly Sue, and I tried to attack back, and then they ran away.
There was a really big mosquito.
You see, as you are saying this, someone has run off, and a few moments later, Dustin Dunn breaks into the room and says, sorry, ladies, what the hell is going on here?
And I will repeat the story of the intruder that I chased off.
And I will come out of the bathroom stall and be like, what happened? I was peeing and I heard a lot of footsteps.
Oh boy, guys.
Dustin Dunn looks at both of you and says, go to the principal's office. And he rushes over and scoops up Dolly and rushes her to the nurse's office.
Boy, what a normal lunch we're having.
Yeah, boy. Thanks, Darcy, for getting me this.
As you are having lunch, you hear from the speakers an announcement from Principal Knight saying, Dolly St. Louis and Jimmy Newman to the principal's office, please.
That can't be good.
Yeah, do you think it's another Dolly St. Louis?
You know, at this rate, it might be.
I didn't hear Dolly St. Louis. I heard Dolly Sue go to the principal's office. Couldn't be us. No, okay, we'll go. Only because Principal Knight is a friend of Dad's.
Yeah, we go to the principal's office.
When you get there, you see one of your friend's face still caked in slowly drying blood, and this is a fucking dark episode. And the other one looking, I don't know, looking as though she's just had a talking to.
Nah.
I feel like, so, with Principal Knight, when we get to Principal Knight's office, the story I would have told is that Dolly Sue is a creature that has been hypnotizing the students, and I had to take care of it.
All right, sit down. Both of you.
I'm gonna sit all prim and proper. I go, oh my gosh, Principal Knight, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. You should come by for dinner again.
Listen, Dolly, I'm not stupid.
I would never think that about you. I promise.
I understand that this new student is threatening your position. I understand that you and I have a certain relationship due to me and your father's past hunts together. But I cannot show so much favoritism that I allow you and your friends to go around biting my students.
No, I totally understand. I would like to call in a favor.
And what might that be, Dolly?
You you have friends in high places. If you get into trouble with the local authorities, you can make a few calls, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, you are released and have diplomatic immunity in the area.
Can my story have helped with this? My story of Dolly Sue being a magical creature hypnotizing the students?
No.
Dang it.
Sure, go ahead and roll that for me.
Okay. Pray, everyone. On a miss, we're dropped off at the border and told not to come back.
Oh no.
We're gonna be expelled.
I mean, plus cool, right? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of the episode, guys.
We're gonna be in high school forever because we can't graduate.
So, guys, no one wanted to help, huh?
I don't know how I can help.
Yeah, Jamie's clueless.
Yeah.
Well, more so than usual.
He's like only putting the dots together now.
What did you get?
6.
Nice. Gonna be a short episode, y'all.
We're better at not advancing plot in the one-shots than we are in the actual campaign.
Which is astounding.
We're going to June.
That's the end of the episode, guys. Bye.
Because of the goodwill that I have for you and your friends, I'm not going to expel anyone today.
Thank you, Principal Knight.
Instead,
Oh no.
you are all going to be on suspension for 1 week.
But something weird is happening. For sure.
More importantly, when's the dance?
Yeah, can we still go to the dance?
Yes, you may still go to the dance.
Yes! But there are students, lots of students, who have been afflicted with, a chronic condition called no taste.
No, it's a chronic condition called my eyes look a little weird, and then he's going to pull out his notebook that has a very bad doodle of a smiley face.
What is this, a car?
No, it's obviously a person. Can't you tell this is Jordan?
Ah, indeed.
Nico, I was drinking lemonade.
But Jordan, Jeremy, all of C Team, not everybody can like Dolly Sue that much. And she's a fake, she's an imposter, and she's after my position.
Okay, principal, hear me out. So,
You gotta kill her.
maybe, Jenny biting Dolly Sue was a little aggressive, but have you seen Jordan's eyes? Because they are weird.
What, because they're baby blue?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
No,
They're pink and sparkly.
he's got like pink eye or something.
Who has blue eyes anymore? It's a recessive gene.
I'm at least glad you've been paying attention in biology. I just wish you would take an ethics class.
We don't offer those here.
Wait, doesn't Dolly have blue eyes?
Yes. I'm pretty sure she does. Dolly as in Dolly Prime.
What was that? Sorry, I was eating my lunch.
Don't you have blue eyes?
That's due to a freak radiation accident, though, not because of genetics. You heard that story, Principal Knight, didn't you?
Yes, I do recall your run-ins with,
It's one of Daddy's favorites.
yes, when he took you, he still had you in the papoose. And he took you out to hunt some werewolves. Yes, instead he did find the swamp monster. Created from human greed and radiation. And he put it down.
So, no, my eyes aren't blue because of genetics. It's still a recessive gene.
Like a crazy conspiracy theorist, Jimmy's going to insist that no, look at the eyeballs. Like, no, go to Jordan right now in the is he still in the nurse's office?
I will take a look at whatever has been happening around the school. In the meantime, I need you four to be suspended. Finish your school day and then go home.
Can you also suspend Dolly Sue on a family favor?
For what?
For being a fake-ass bitch.
I am already performing an huge favor for you by not expelling you.
Okay.
Yes, principal. Thank you, principal. And Jimmy's gonna push everyone out of the office. As soon as the door is closed, Jimmy's gonna stage whisper to everyone, okay, so we only have to the end of the day to figure everything out.
And that is where we are going to take our break.
Hi, listeners. My name is Noel, and I'm the Dungeon Master for Do We Level Up? Our show is a D&D 5e podcast. Episodes are available every Thursday wherever you stream your podcasts. We gather each week to play D&D in a homebrew world called Galandria. Join our intrepid group of adventurers, the Peacekeepers, as they battle evil across the continent. We have a diverse and international cast of nerds, so come join us as the players fumble their way through everything, and somehow, to my shock and awe, keep coming out the other side relatively unscathed. Follow us on Twitter at DeweyLevelUp1 or on Instagram at DeweyLevelUpPodcast. Thanks, listeners. Hope to see you there.
We now return. I didn't check if you guys were ready. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're keeping that in.
Motherfuckers. Next time I flub, I'm just going to say something very anti-cop, and then you have to cut it out. That's my new technique.
You know, it's solid.
We return to New Chicago East High campus, where 4 cheerleaders have just been suspended for violence against a fellow cheerleader, for cheerleader on cheerleader violence.
Deserved violence.
As your school day comes to a close, everyone else can do 1 or 2 more things before you are sent home for the week. What would you like to do?
For the rest of the school day, I'm not going to be paying attention to class. Instead, I'm going to be staring at everybody's eyeballs and making a list of names of who I think is possibly infected with pink eye. The magical sort.
And maybe the physical sort, too.
Something that you do notice among the many people have been infected, but you notice a few other things. Namely, to start, Matthew Dotson and Jamie both seem to be infected with this sort of pink eye thing. They're a couple that is very strange because Jamie is very popular and Matthew is very not. You also notice in one of your classes, which you have with Cindy Lou, she has a glamour to her, but it's not pink like the other ones. Instead, it's sort of a gray.
What?
You notice also some people have a glamour that is more red. And those people seem to, I don't know, they seem to have, roll to investigate.
Carnal desire?
No.
Anger issues?
They seem to have some anger issues. If you want to go ahead and roll plus sharp, I'll decide how much I directly reveal, but that I'm giving you for free.
It's a good thing I'm sharp.
Are you?
That's gonna be a 5.
Oh my god.
Okay, on a 5, that is what I will tell you.
Okay. Sounds about right.
But you are able to piece that much together. But also, people take notice of you, and after previously being sent to the principal's office, everyone's a little bit hesitant. Your standing in the school probably takes a little bit of a blow.
Can I try to convince everyone that I'm just working on my art skills? Because I am also doodling a portrait of everyone, if I have time, that has weird eyes, and they all look really bad.
I think that probably helps a little bit, but people are still a little weirded out by what you're doing.
Okay, that's fair.
I walk around school to try to find Cindy. Because I don't know if when she looked at me in the bathroom, if it was like a bad look. You know? And I want to like gauge the feels at the moment. And I probably haven't washed the blood off yet.
Yeah, you find Cindy in between classes in the hall, and you pull her sort of aside, still with a little bit of blood on your face. She says, yeah, what's going on?
I almost spat out my boba, Lane.
Sorry. Everyone, you gotta just stop drinking. just no drinks. So we're gonna be suspended for a little bit, but we could still make the dance.
Sure, yeah, we can go, I guess. You know, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna go to the dance.
Okay. If that's what you want.
Oh no!
Can I pop up out of nowhere and be like, but why not?
Can I join her in that?
With the blood still on my face.
Yeah, like, I don't know a good analogy.
Like whack-a-mole?
Yeah, you just pop up, there's always more than you think.
Hydro whack-a-mole.
She just says, you know, I just don't know that I don't know that I want to go, is all.
Because
I don't know, there's not really anyone I want to go with.
So is it an issue with the event or an issue with the person?
I guess kind of both.
Oh. Oh no.
I gotta get to class.
It's okay. I'm gonna I made a little bouquet of bat bars, and I'll just give it to her, and I'll be like, okay. And then I'll just walk away, and I'll probably just mope for the rest of the day.
Oh no! I'm gonna beat up Cindy Little. I'm already suspended.
No.
It can't get worse.
No. I stopped, Dolly.
You can only get so wet, you know? Just like Wally. Willy. Shit. I messed up my own character's name.
Wally is the other mascot.
he's the soggy chicken.
Our competitor's school.
I'm gonna grab Dorothy and go, we need to find out what's wrong so Jenny can go with the dance.
You don't think Jimmy's gonna back out of going to the dance with me, do you?
Jimmy is lucky to have you, so no.
On that note, Jimmy, can you give me a roll plus cool?
Sure. I'm so cool, guys.
We get Nico murdered.
8?
Okay, on an 8, I'm going to give you a choice.
Death or death?
Death or dishonor?
It is during one of your classes when you're sketching someone that for a moment you feel like a stinging pain in your side, and then you feel a spell beginning to take hold of you. So you can choose. Either you begin to feel a resentment towards Dorothy Ray, or you can get 1 experience point. Or no, pardon. Let me try that again.
I was like, why is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I fucked that up.
I know. It's like, oh, that's great, actually.
You can choose to either resist this, or gain 1 experience point and begin to feel resentment towards Dorothy.
I'm gonna try to resist this. And do I know this is happening?
You feel the effect attempting to take hold of you, yeah.
Wherever I am, this is totally gonna help my image. I'm just instantly gonna stand up and scream that I'm infected.
You are sent home early.
No! That's not what I wanted!
Jimmy was wrongfully suspended, too. Like, he had no hand in any of this.
I didn't bite anyone. I didn't verbally or physically assault anyone. All I was doing was looking at people and drawing.
Oh, poor Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy.
I love Jimmy so much.
He tries his best.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Someone please draw fan art of him slamming his hands on his desk and going, I'm infected! And everyone looks at him.
Yeah.
Bonus points if there is a case of pink eye going around the school right now.
There's both regular and magical pink eye in this school now.
Yeah.
Dorothy and Dolly, do you two want to do anything before you return to school at the dance?
I'm at a loss, honestly. If anything, actually, I'm gonna look through Dolly Sue's locker. I'm gonna bust into her locker and look at it.
Well, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound.
It's okay.
Go ahead and roll plus cool for me.
That worked so well last time. Okay.
We're just so cool.
I should be cooler. Okay, that's 11.
Okay, on 11, you successfully bust into her locker, and no one sees you do it, I guess. You definitely have limited time. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any sort of vials, potions, spell components, hex components, anything magical leaning.
As you look through her locker looking for anything sort of magical leaning, you do find what seems to be sort of a photocopy. Did they have that in the 1980s?
Xerox?
Yeah. Xerox was a big thing back then.
Excellent. A photocopy of what appears to be sort of an old book. Give me... I think I'm going to have you roll Investigate a Mystery for me here, and that will determine how much you can make out just from this.
Okay. Yeah, Xerox copies. Brutal. Oh my god. 7.
Okay. So you can ask me any of those questions.
I'm gonna ask... What can hurt it?
You see sort of what seems to be almost a disclaimer or warning that is attached to a larger spell. And it explains that the creatures that this spell summons can be injured by iron, like many magical things, in that a purified metal is dangerous. As such, iron can be dangerous, but also there is a way to end any sort of contract or pact made using this spell. It requires a use of 5 things. The summoner to forsake them and say that they no longer want the creatures to be summoned. Alcohol. A show of honest love. A show of honest hate. And at least 5 people being involved in this ritual. And then there's just sort of a magic component that you need to sort of cast this spell to break the contract.
Okay, so do you need numbers 1 through 4 in addition to having 5, or can it be 5 people with like a solid hatred for someone?
It can be. You need all of it.
You need all of it.
So at least 5 people. It's easier with more people. But as long as the summoner is there to break the contract, and they have alcohol, and you have a show of love and hate, you can break the contract.
Are we gonna be underage drinking, or is this like a...
Or would isopropyl do?
Yeah.
Listen, this is high school, man. Underage drinking is like a norm, right?
We say never having underage drink.
True.
Then I'm gonna... Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, excellent. Over the next week, what are you guys going to do as you are currently suspended from school?
What the fuck is happening to me?
Yeah, what happened to Jimmy?
What do you mean? What did happen?
Like,
to you?
am I okay? Am I
Yeah, you're fine.
succumbing to, like...
You resisted, right?
Did I? Like, it's over?
You resisted it. You are safe.
Okay, Jimmy is paranoidly documenting any possible symptoms of this magical pink eye. And also, when he is home, he does call from his home phone landline to Dorothy's home phone landline to let her know what happened, that he got sent home. Oh, and also the weird, scratchy thing. The whole situation. It's a really long message for whoever picks up the phone.
What if I don't pick up the phone first?
Then, if you're not home, Jimmy's just gonna hope that whoever picks up the phone translates.
I think probably someone else does pick up the phone, but as soon as they hear you, they're like, I'll get Dolly. Or I'll get Dorothy.
I'll get Dolly. Hold on. Please hold. I'm going to transfer the call. I want to get everyone on a group phone call, like a, split up 4 ways phone call that you could do on landlines back in the day. Like in Mean Girls. But I'm going to explain what I found in Dolly Sue's locker, and that we were right to bite her because she deserved it.
I imagine Jenny is probably just staying at home depressed.
Oh, I want to go visit Jenny and try to make her feel better by bringing her lots of food.
Oh, she's also probably got Chinese New Year celebration prep that she has to help her family with, too, which is probably another reason why she's at home.
You are almost certainly grounded. You bit a person.
Well, sure, but that doesn't mean I still have my chores I have to do.
Oh, yeah, you're still helping out. It's just
Yeah.
not your choice.
Yeah.
Not that you would have had a choice either way, but...
That was my punishment. Now I have to participate in the Chinese New Year's prep, not necessarily the actual, party.
Jimmy is staying at home for fear of being infectious.
With your knowledge of occultism, especially Dorothy, you could probably, if you wanted to, try to figure out what was summoned or what spell was cast using this fragment of the spell. And it would take time, but you have time.
Yeah, we have a group phone call going on the landline.
Yeah.
Home phone landlines.
I think
Available now.
halfway through the call, I just hang up, walk next door, and join Dolly on the phone.
In my head, you have a very small, little suburban house, and Dolly's in a fucking mansion. But they are still right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 5 minutes to walk over because the mansion is that big.
Yeah, you have to go through all the rooms and the big front lawn.
I like to think Dolly's bedroom is bright pink and fuzzy and fluffy, but then there's also plaques and trophies all along the wall of the various monsters she's killed.
Yeah, there's at least one Krampus head.
It's Principal Day.
It's just his head. He's not even got any Krampus features. Just like a human head.
He's reverted from where Grinchism, and you just have his head.
The good old days. When we could get away with assaulting a student.
Any one person may roll to investigate a mystery.
I have +2 sharp.
Yeah, I'll help you with that.
Okay, on our home phone landlines. Okay, so that's 7 without the help.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 for help.
So 7. But that's fine. You're going to get one of the investigative mystery questions, which I guess probably what makes the most sense here is what sort of creature is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Retcon all of that. I'm just going to tell you what you will find out, because we do need to finish this at some point. So, what you discover is the type of creature that has been summoned is a cherub or a cupid, which is a small, sort of baby-like creature. And these creatures have the power to make people fall in love, or make people fall out of love, or make people start to hate someone. They essentially have sort of spells that deal with passion. And from some deducing, you figure out that usually they are summoned in groups of like 2 or 3.
3 babies and a wet eagle.
3 Gerber babies in the Wet Eagle.
It also seems that once they are dispelled, and the summoner who casts the spell, once they break whatever contract, or end whatever contract they made with these cupids or cherubs, all of the effects will end.
What if the summoner dies?
Eyes emoji.
If the summoner dies, it will not end the contract.
Oh, he just doesn't want us to have fun.
Or if the cherubs die.
If the cherubs die, then whatever spell that they've cast, it has a sort of a limited time that it is active, so they would not be able to refresh that time. And eventually the spells would fade.
This is John, the DM, telling us not to murder fellow students.
Again. I think that's more aimed at me.
I'm not saying you can't.
I feel like we always try to kill somebody in these one-shots.
Listen, it's a one-shot.
Repercussions, don't know her. Cool. We have a plan.
We do?
Well, we have steps to get rid of these things. And we can also bring a whole bunch of iron. And yeah, we can end the pact. The pact if Dolly Sue forsakes the spell. If we have alcohol, a show of honest love, which is guaranteed via Jenny and Cindy Lou, and a show of honest hate, which is guaranteed via me and Dolly Sue. So, and then 5 people involved. There's 4 of us plus Dolly Sue. I mean, that's good enough for me. I think we got it, guys.
But we have to make Dolly Sue want to dismiss them, don't we?
Bite her again.
Maybe I can try talking to her first. I think I have an idea.
She cannot have a spot on the A team. Do not offer that.
No, I'm not offering that to her. I'm thinking maybe just like, possibly, just a lamp.
Just a what?
Just a light gaslighting. Just some gentle gaslighting.
That is one of the 3 core tenets of the Wet Eagle Cheer Squad.
Jimmy's my favorite girl boss.
Okay, but if I have to sniff down these stupid little cupid things, I will eat them all.
That's okay.
If Cindy Lou doesn't want to go to the dance because she doesn't want to go to the dance, that's fine. But if she's being manipulated, I will eat them.
Okay. We are going to move forward to the night of the dance. The dance takes place in the gym, which has been specially decorated. There's a DJ. They are playing beautiful tunes appropriate for the time period, which we all know and love. So I would like to ask everyone, what are you wearing to this wonderful dance? And also, how are you concealing your weapons?
Well, for a nice change of pace and as a show of good faith to the principal, I'm not going to bring my elephant gun to the dance, even though I really want to. But instead, I'm going to bring any sort of iron that we have, including, fire stick pokers, railroad stakes, and just really anything I can get my hands on in the house.
Jimmy's gonna propose that Dorothy and him coordinate. He wants to be one of those playing card things from Alice in Wonderland.
Do I get to be the Queen of Hearts?
And yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or should I be Alice? Which one is less evil?
But Queen of Hearts would match the Valentine's Day better.
Oh, that's true.
I would argue that Alice is the real villain of Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, then Dorothy is going to be dressed as the Queen of Hearts.
And would it be possible to conceal my shotgun
Oh my god.
as a flamingo croquet stick?
There are 2 wolves inside of me. And one of them is a yes and DM who wants nothing more than to let you frolic within the beautiful world of our collective imaginations and create a beautiful story together in which we all have equal say and power. And the other wonders how I can possibly live with myself if I allow you to do that. Yes, you may.
Sweet. Jimmy is responsible. He's not just gonna shoot everyone. Is my argument.
Jenny's not real feeling in the mood, so she's just wearing probably her Chinese New Year's outfit. And she doesn't have to hide her weapons because it's just her teeth.
Take out her dentures.
Yeah.
Excellent. You all arrive to the dance, presumably at the same time. A few people are already here. I should ask, do you try to arrive earlier, or when are you going to show up?
I would say like maybe a little bit, like 30 to 45 minutes late, just so we know that Dolly Sue is here. For sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. You show up a little bit later. Things are already going. People are talking and dancing. The music is loud. And you see Dolly Sue has like a full entourage of people, men and women, who all presumably asked her to the dance, and she's just come with all of them.
Well, I have my own entourage, so...
While she's surrounded by a lot of people, I'm just gonna, chill out with Dorothy and enjoy the dance. But if there's a moment where she's leaving the crowd, I want to go out and talk to her.
You probably watch for a little while and you don't see her leaving the crowd, but you do see people kind of going out and getting things, like going and getting punch and going and getting snacks and like chairs and stuff. And it seems like this crowd is kind of continuing to orbit her.
She's not gonna, go to the bathroom or anything?
I mean, they're her girls, right? They might follow her into the bathroom.
I think if she does at some point, she's still followed by like 2 or 3 girls.
Hold on. I think I have a plan. And it doesn't involve violence, before you ask.
Oh, wow.
I
I'm proud of
know.
you. Character growth.
Wow, character growth. No, because I know it's not going to work on her. She's just going to get sympathy. This will work. Oh my gosh, Dolly! Hi!
I didn't think Reina's voice could get any higher.
You're wrong. And I'm going to run up and I'm going to go, oh my gosh, we do have an opening on A-Team and I wanted to give you a chance to audition for it. But you would have to do it right now and I cannot accept any other volunteers.
Oh my god, right now? Oh, jeez, I don't have time right now,
But nationals are coming up, sweetie, so if you want to be part of that hobby horse jousting national tournament, you better audition now.
Oh, that is tempting. Give me a roll plus charm.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I took an extra thing in charm today. 13.
13. Okay. Oh, goodness. I do want to do something on the national stage. All right, what do I need to do?
So first of all, you're gonna have to, so we're really big on, the magic of teamwork. So in order to do that, I'm going to need you to say, forsake any sort of deals you've made, any sort of summoned creatures you've may have been in contact with, including cherubs, cupids, things of that nature. I'm just going to need you to forsake those because we can't have, double dipping in the teams, the caste system and all that.
You are crazy. No, what do you really need me to do?
That's it. Did you summon them, Dolly Sue?
There's a tense moment as you lock eyes and she realizes what you know. And you see, for a second, the bubbly facade that she always wears falters and then returns and she says, you're acting totally crazy. Do you want some punch or something?
Ha 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 ha, you're so right. I am totally crazy. So forsake.
Can I be watching this all go down?
Yeah, you can all see this happening.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wave everyone over. Come on, A-Team! We have to show some people what it means to actually earn respect.
Jimmy's gonna wedge himself between both the dollies and be like, hold on, time out. Dolly Sue, could I have a word with you? Let's go get some punch. And he's gonna try to pull her aside.
As you do, you feel a strong arm grab your hand, and Jeremy Richmond, who is dressed up in sort of a classic skimpy angel outfit, as skimpy as he can have it at a high school, because he's buff as hell, and he goes, dude, yeah, you're not taking my date just like that, man. And someone goes, I think you mean my date. He's like, yeah, my date, like I said.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. She just said she wanted some punch, and hey, look at that, I want some punch too. I have my own date. I just want to talk to her real quick.
Dude, if she wants some punch, I'll get her some punch, man.
Before she gets assaulted by the other cheerleaders.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
No, Jimmy!
You were calling up the gang. I don't know what you want me to do.
We're just showing her how to audition, Jimmy.
You see...
Don't you remember the blood pact?
Jeremy moves you aside and positions himself between the two dollies, and he looks at you and says, are we gonna have a problem, bro?
Listen up, Richmond. How tall is he by any chance?
Oh, he's like 6'2", 6'3".
And reasonably, how tall is Dolly?
I mean, you are certainly looking up at this man. It's up to you how much.
Oh, man. Okay, fine. I guess I can't be 6 foot even. I'm just gonna say, oh my gosh, well, I just think it's really unfair that, she would two-time you like this. But that's just my opinion.
What do you mean, brah?
Richmond, full of wisdom as always. Can I just get everyone to move by sheer cheerleader superiority?
What? What does that sentence mean?
Just command everyone to get out of the way, basically.
I think these people seem to be on the defensive.
Ugh.
In an attempt to protect secondary Dolly.
Oh, sorry, is it me, Jeremy, second Dolly? Or is it...
I think that Jeremy has moved past you to interpose himself between the two dollies. So you currently are closer to Dolly Sue.
Perfect. While that's happening, and while he's distracted, I'm going to look at Dolly and as earnestly as I can tell her, look, Dolly, I think we all know what's up here. Or at least the A-team does. And I want to say this...
There's only 4 of us on the A-team.
Yeah.
No, there's at least 7.
I want to say this as a friend, or, I don't know, not as an enemy, but I understand why you would do what you want to do, but how can you really know that any of it is honest if it's all made up?
Give me a roll plus charm.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, that's cocked.
Come on, Jimbo.
That's not good.
No.
That's gonna be an 8.
I think she looks at you, and just like you saw when Dolly called her out on having summoned cherubs, you see her bubbly self kind of falter for a second as the words start to sink in, and she looks at you, and for a second you can see that somewhere she knows that you're right, that what is happening here, these people caring about her so much, is all because of magic and something fake. But she's so caught up in it that she's not able to fully look past it right now. You know, just being... Having people like you can be addicting to some people, and I think that she is so caught up in the power trip of it that she says, "You are also acting so weird."
There's no reasoning her. We had to kill her.
Jenny's been trying to keep to the side this whole time because she doesn't want to get into another biting incident. But seeing how her friend's diplomatic approach didn't work, she's going to step up to Jeremy and say, are you really going to share Dolly with all these other people? Or are you going to show yourself to be the top dog? Intending to, like, instigate him to fight the rest of the group.
He looks at you and he says, dude, I'm not sharing Dolly. She's my date. And as he says that, someone from the crowd in a neck brace, who you recognize as Jordan Ball,
Oh no.
says, no, she's my date. And then another person says that, and another, until they're all just squabbling and talking over each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Jenny and back up.
Yeah, as I finish up my conversation with Dolly Sue, Jimmy's just gonna look at her like sad and also a little disappointed as he turns away to join the rest.
As she kind of tries to laugh it off and turns back around to see this whole group of people just starting to verbally fight, and you see Jeremy and some other of the guys are kind of starting to get physical. She sort of yells to all of them and goes, guys, what's going on? And they all turn to her, and Jeremy says, well, we're just wondering, like, which one of us you're, like, going out with. And she says, you know, like, I don't know, kind of all of you, I guess. You're all so great, and I just don't know how to choose. And Jeremy says, like, shouldn't it be, like, obvious? Because, like, I'm like, duh, dude.
The preps are fighting.
There's better choices in college.
I don't know what that is.
Oh no. Shouldn't you be getting a scholarship?
And Jeremy says, like, I want to be, like, the only one, you know? Like, I understand that, like polyamory is great for people who have that kind of love in them, who can love more than one person at once and like not be exclusive with someone. I think that's great. You know, I think that there's a lot of beauty in that. But I personally am monogamous, and therefore this is a problem for me on like a larger scale.
Is this Soda Pop's older brother?
While this is happening, Jimmy's gonna try to get the rest of the group to gather around, and he's gonna stage whisper, "Now's the time to kill the cherubs," and he's gonna cock his shotgun.
Dolly's gonna take out 2 of the railroad spikes.
You see that as you get ready to do this, you see that infighting within this large group of Dolly's followers begins to spark up again. And you see that she is beginning to lose control of the situation.
I'm just gonna yell at her. Instead of being a poser, why don't you try just winning people over with actual charm?
Oh my god, oof. Way to rub salt in the wound.
This wouldn't be happening if you had a personality.
I don't think this is the way we should be going around about this.
They needed actual hate, and boy, do I actually hate her.
Just because you're not the top dog anymore doesn't mean... Shut up!
You know I'm right!
Jenny's gonna sidle over to Dolly Sue. Just be like, you can stop this now, or there's gonna be a literal bloodbath.
As you say that, someone does get punched right in the face.
And I'm gonna just like bare my teeth at her.
Oh, also, you are threatening violence, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her eyes kind of go wide because you've bitten her before, and she looks at this group of people that are currently brawling, and she goes, "Oh God." And at this moment, I would like to say, I know we can't get the rights for it, but anyone who's listening, please listen to the song Ballroom Blitz, because that's currently what's playing.
Heck yeah.
As this begins, she looks at you, Jimmy, as the only person who's like seen her shit, and she goes, I didn't think anyone would get hurt.
Well, things don't always turn out the way we want. You can fix it now, though.
Kids are stupid.
Or we're gonna have to fix it for you. He's gonna rip the flamingo head off his shotgun.
Her eyes go even wider, which doesn't seem possible. And she throws her hands in the air.
Oh, no, I meant kill the cherubs, not... I wouldn't shoot you.
Oh, boy.
Because, like, this is gonna get other people murdered, but, like, I'm not gonna... I swear... Hold on. How do I make this better?
Where are the cherubs? Are the cherubs in this room?
Yeah, I'm looking for the wet eagle.
Yeah, the eagle is jamming out on the dance floor, but sees this commotion and is starting to come over towards you.
If I smell the wet eagle, does it smell like Gerber?
The brand.
I mean, I think it's... You can determine that this thing is still manned by the cherubs. However, it probably smells of Gerber, but also of horrible must, as it has not been dry for the past week.
Uh-oh, stinky.
You know what we could do with the alcohol? We could just pour it on the mascot and set it on fire.
Yeah, how much alcohol did we bring?
Do you think you were able to smuggle in alcohol to a school dance?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol? Maybe?
You know what? I let you
let
bring a
Jimmy
shotgun.
bring in a
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I wanted to have a cool thing where you were like, how are we going to get the alcohol? And it was going to be the punch was spiked, but never mind. You got it.
It's in the Queen of Hearts dress.
This does feel like a proper public school, I have to say.
Okay. You have alcohol. You have Dolly is clearly going through some shit.
Which one? Both of them?
Both of them, probably, but Dolly Sue specifically. Willie, the wet eagle, is approaching you, and you know that it is a hostile, supernatural entity.
I shoot with my shotgun.
Roll me kick some ass.
When that happens, does anyone stop fighting?
I think they are too ensconced in their fight. The music is
Wow.
too loud. And they are under a spell.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm not tough.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a 7.
Okay. On a 7, you cock your shotgun, blast into this thing. Luckily, no one's in the line of fire because it's convenient for me. And you blow the top half of this mascot costume off, and you see as you do, 3 cherubs tumble out of it.
It was 3.
Each one has like sort of clawed hands. They're all almost like about the size of a toddler with like weird babyish heads. And they're all sort of strange and twisted versions of the sort of Cupid-like cherub that you see in a lot of paintings. And they all have these sort of small fluttery wings on their back that all begin to beat really quickly like a hummingbird's wings, and they all float off the ground. And as that happens, the one that was in the legs shoots directly out from the legs towards you, and is going to slash across your leg, and is going to deal 2 harm. And I'm going to need you to roll plus cool for me.
Oh, man.
Oh no, they're infectious.
That's gonna be 9.
Okay, so once again, you get a choice. Either you can fall deeply and madly in love with Dolly Sue, or, and gain 1 experience, or not do that and not get an experience.
I'll pass on the experience.
Okay, you resist again as this thing swipes against you, and as it does, you realize that this is the same kind of spell that it was trying to infect you with, but it was doing it... The pain is not the same as it was earlier. In fact, looking at the others, the other 2, which are currently sort of fluttering a bit away, they both pull out tiny little baby-sized bow and arrows.
Jimmy's gonna scream when he gets hit. The baby germs! That's it.
Jenny's gonna leap at one of them and just start trying to chop.
All right, make a kick some ass roll for me.
In the interim, I'll toss Dorothy a fire poker made out of iron.
Oh, good. I would like to swing at one of them.
I got an 8.
All right, yeah, you bite at one of these things, probably like catching it in the leg, and it claws against your face. And I'm gonna need a roll plus cool from you as well.
Alright, I also need to do another plus cool after that. It's a 7 on the plus cool.
Okay. So you have 2 choices right now, as per the same thing.
I'm gonna not take the experience.
Okay. You avoid being infected with any kind of anger.
Do I take any harm for that?
Yes, you take 2 harm.
Ashley wanted to swing at one.
Yeah, with the fire poker.
Go for it.
That is a 7.
We're so tough.
Yeah, 3 7s in a row, y'all.
Hey, we're really lucky at Vegas.
You poke at this cherub, probably you catching it sort of as it flutters around you, and it releases an arrow. And I'm going to need you to roll plus cool, and also you're going to take 3 harm.
Rude. Plus cool. Oh dear. That's a 6.
Okay. Who in your friend group do you begin to hate?
Oh no.
My cousin! Cause she keeps pulling stupid shit.
You are really mad at Dolly right now.
Isn't she always?
Kind of. Nothing's changed.
As the cherubs sort of all fly back to catch their breath, Dolly, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and Dolly Sue looks at you with panic in her eyes and says, "How do we stop it?"
Oh, great. I don't have to manipulate her more. I was gonna, walk up to her bloody and be like, how much blood needs to be spilled before you say, take it back?
Fully traumatized.
Wipe my blood on her.
Jimmy's out here doing, psychological trauma on her. It's gonna haunt her nightmares. I'm just gonna gently put my hand over hers, over my shoulder, and I'm gonna go, I already told you. You need to forsake it. And then, if we all work together, maybe we can get rid of them. But it's not going to get better until you do something about it.
She sort of nods, and you can see that she's shaking really violently. And she just closes her eyes and starts breathing to sort of calm herself down.
I'm going to call everyone over okay, guys, we're ending this.
Ooh, bad choice of words. Jenny's gonna attack again because that's what she thinks Dolly means.
Oh, no! Not that way!
Hell yeah. Roll kick some ass for me.
Oh my god, we're going to kill her.
Oh, that's a 13.
Oh my god.
Are you attacking Dolly, or are you attacking...
No, one of the cherubs.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's manageable.
I thought you were going for Dolly.
You were gonna attack Dolly too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you claw into, or you bite this cherub again. I think it's the same one in my head, on the other leg, and it goes, "God damn it!" and it slashes you across the face. And I'm gonna need you to roll plus cool, and you're gonna get a -1 to this.
I got a 3.
Okay. You are infected with apathy. And the person that you are apathetic towards is Cindy Lou.
Oh no.
How dare
Who's
you, John?
Jonathan?
You catch in the crowd. And you take 3 harm.
Okay. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I only have 2 left. Okay, when Dolly shouts that, I'm just gonna turn away from Cindy Lou and I'll just walk over to Dolly.
Oh my god, there goes our true love, y'all. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Dolly Sue just screams at the top of her lungs. I forsake the contract. I give up. I'm done. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. And you see she reaches into her dress and pulls out this sort of clay talisman that you see has a heart written on it with an arrow through it, and she throws it onto the ground as hard as she can.
So, did I understand what I had to do with the alcohol, or do I just
Douse her in alcohol.
It's part of the spell. It's a component of it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna whip out the isopurple. Just start, I don't know, pouring it. Okay, so that's 2 out of 5. We need honest love and honest hate and 5 people involved.
At this point, Jimmy's gonna shoulder his shotgun and turn to Dorothy and be like, well, this is not kind of the way I wanted to do it, but, when I had pink eye...
Dolly's gonna start shaking Dolly.
When I had pink eye... Sorry, I keep fucking mixing up these names. Dorothy!
Oh my god.
No, the real pink eye or the magical pink eye?
Oh, the magical one. The magical one came first, then the real pink eye came after that.
Oh, gross.
and the school had a case.
I'm glad we got you antibiotics.
Well, there's a moment where I thought I might end up hating you because of this stupid cherub spell, and I thought that would just be the worst thing in the world. Let's solve conspiracy theories, for as long as we can.
Oh, they're so cute.
And he's gonna pull her into a hug.
Fuck yeah!
So good.
I accept this fake proposal with my whole heart. Conspiracy theorists forever.
I'm gonna turn to Dolly Sue.
Just slap her across the face.
I'm gonna hold her hand and look her dead in the eye and go, Dolly Sue, this is really, this isn't the way I wanted this to happen. But I hate your guts. And if you disappeared, I would not cry about it. And I don't think I've ever hated anyone, monster or human, as much as I hate you. You freaking poser.
Dolly looks you in the eyes, and as you say these things, you see she takes it, and she looks at you, and she says, I think I'm gonna start going by my middle name.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
And you see...
Is her middle name Sue?
Her middle name is Rutabaga. And you see in the center of the dance floor, a portal, a magical gateway, opens, and the cherubs begin to be sucked towards the center of this wretched gateway into some alternate dimension which your minds cannot fathom. And they're pulled and contorted until they're sucked into this gateway which closes behind them as they try to claw their way back out. And as they do, Dorothy, you feel your anger towards Dolly fading back to a normal, reasonable amount. You see that the crazed brawl that was happening begins to die down as chaperones begin to rush over to it and and those who are already caught up in it, because that probably makes sense. There's a lot of moving parts at a school dance. Begin to sort of tend to the wounded and usher people out of this gym.
I'm gonna try to hide my shotgun in my card costume as quickly as possible.
You do your best to hide your shotgun as the glamour of these cherubs begin to fade, and you realize most everyone was infected here. And it seems that some part of of the infection was not interfering with what was going on. The injured and the people who were involved in the brawl begin to be escorted out of the building.
Jenny's gonna slink away. Because she's severely injured and is going to her family for healing. To stitch her back up and stuff.
Because it's a magical ability, you could do that here and now.
Yeah, no, but RP-wise, Jenny's been sliced up, and then I feel like to put her body back together again, she needs her family's magic.
Okay, yeah.
So she is going to head on home in the scuffle of trying to settle down.
As you begin to slink away, and you are sort of just outside the gym, you feel someone tap you on the shoulder.
She doesn't turn around. But she stops.
Listen, I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. From the looks of I saw some things get sucked into the floor, and I figure maybe that had something to do with it. Ever since ever since I almost became a Grinch, things have been really weird, but I really would like to go to the dance with you. If you still want to dance to like a song or two.
I can't, but you can come to my family's Chinese New Year's celebration next week instead, if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd really like that.
Jimmy's gonna loudly cheer from where he was watching them. Like just outside.
Same.
Oh my...
All three of us like the Three Musketeers.
We should do a cheer routine.
How is there always more of you than I think?
We come in fours. We're bad luck that way.
Yeah, there's always at least one of them around.
Does this mean I'm dating the whole friend group?
Yeah.
Sort of.
We're like Diglets.
Thug trio.
Well, I think I can live with that. Do I have to become like a crazy monster now or something, or can I just... am I alright?
It's never too late to start.
You don't have to. Jimmy's not.
Yet.
What?
We can change that.
Jimmy's gonna laugh, mildly concerned.
I think it's questionable whether Dolly is a monster or not.
Morally or physically?
I was gonna say Jenny's gonna try to go home before anybody sees her.
You leave and are able to get away from anyone seeing your scarred visage. And a few months later, I don't know, it would be a few weeks probably, during the Chinese New Year's celebration with your family, the whole squad gets together, and Cindy Lou brings you a tray of different flavored chocolates that appear to have been purchased around the time that you asked her to the Valentine's Day dance.
Oh.
So are they, like, super old and gross?
Just a couple weeks.
They're like oh yeah, they would be a couple weeks old. They're in shrink wrap. It's fine. A few of them have been eaten already. But the trays that have ones that have been eaten have Kit Kats, Bit Bats stuffed in them from the bouquet that you gave her. And that's where we're gonna end for today's session.
Oh.
Yay.
Happy ending.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
I would argue that it wasn't this time.
That's what I was going to say, word for word. Hey, you made it to the end of our Valentine's Day episode. Thank you for sticking around. If you like our podcast, you can interact with the crew, me mostly, Ashley, at Beholding Out for a Hero on Instagram and Bofa Podcast on Twitter. If you like our content, please consider rating us, a minimum of 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice, leaving a comment on podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, and telling your local cupids, hobby horse jousters, or snail racers about us. We want to thank Michael Sands for coming up with the Monster of the Week RPG game book. And we're also going to thank my roommate's cats, Armani and Azaka, for being so freaking cute. Beholding Out for a Hero releases bi-weekly almost anywhere you find podcasts. We can't guarantee we release it everywhere, but we definitely did our best. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks for our main campaign. What up,